Hi, welcome to today's video. My name's Paul. So today is another pencil landscape drawing, again using these Derwent drawing pencils. I also use the Derwent XL graphite blocks later on in the drawing. If you're not familiar with those, I reviewed them in a video maybe a few weeks ago. So again, I'm not using any references. This is just sort of coming out of my head. I had a sort of vague idea of the composition, very simple idea. It would just be, so it's a coastal scene, a seascape, and I would have a couple of sort of cliffs or headlands sticking out, one of them further away, so it would be smaller and half hidden by the larger, closer one. And then this sort of curving area in the front. That was just the idea I had. So the way I sort of approach it is, once you've sort of got an idea in your head what you want to do, it's a good idea to get it down onto the paper, and then it starts to take shape, and then quite quickly you can see if it's going to work in terms of composition, or at least if you like the composition. So I just used the terracotta pencil to quickly outline the main shapes and then go over that with the dark bluish pencil. Once I've got to that stage, then I start filling in the main shapes. And you can see I don't spend a huge amount of time carefully drawing things in. I like to scribble. Scribbling is fun. If you don't believe me, ask any 3-year-old. We all have our own style of drawing and painting and things. With drawing, I definitely like to scribble. So at this stage, I say I'm happy with the composition, the idea. I'm happy enough with the sort of land area that's filling in. I'm not happy with the sea that I've done at the moment. I don't often do seascapes, so exactly how to draw the sea from imagination or memory is, I find it difficult at this stage. As the drawing goes on, we'll see if it improves any. This is one of these Derwent XL graphite blocks. As I say, they're very good for blocking in larger areas. I don't like drawing with them so much because they are this sort of awkward shape compared to a pencil, at least for me anyway. It's a bit like using a soft pastel, but a very thick, chunky soft pastel. They're also very soft, so you can smudge and blend them quite easily. At this stage, I decided that the main shapes, I wanted to sort of define them a bit better, so that's why I'm using the white pencil to outline them. I'm not going for realism here, obviously. If you want to hear my opinions on sort of classical, realist or naturalist painting and drawing, I have a video called Defending Impressionism, and I try to put forward my ideas on that. So at this stage I was happier with the sea. I'd added in some darker graphite, but then I decided to add in these white lines, and I'm not sure that really worked. So I was happy with it, but then I made myself unhappy with it again. But that's it's all part of making art and creating things. It doesn't always go perfectly. I can't remember who said it or the exact quote, but there was something like, every artist has a cupboard full of bad paintings. And I think it's true. I'm sure there are some artists who don't. Everything they produce is fantastic and wonderful, but most of us mere mortals will produce things that maybe just end up in the cupboard somewhere. There was a cartoonist who did a lot of work for Warner Brothers back in the early days of cartooning and animated cartoons, and he created a lot of those characters, or he helped to develop characters like Bugs Bunny and Daffy Duck and all of those guys. I think his name was Chuck Jones. Anyway, I read his biography, and he said when he went to art school, one of the teachers said, each of you have at least 10,000 bad drawings inside you, and the only way to get them out is to start drawing and start practicing. It's an interesting way of looking at the idea. But yeah, you are going to have some drawings or paintings that aren't perfect, but just keep going, learn from it, and with practice you'll get better. This is what I keep telling myself, but I believe it's true. I'm not really sure what I was doing here, but it was fun at the time, so I kept doing it. It's another one of my beliefs about art. It has to be fun. I know there are a lot of people take it all very seriously, but if you're doing art and it isn't fun, what's the point in doing it really? Okay, this is a scan of the final drawing. The scan brings out the colors better than the camcorder does. So overall, I was quite happy with it. I don't like the foreground so much, and the sea, I'm not 100% happy with that. But the overall composition and things, I am happy with it. I was trying to get this idea of a sort of September, October, November sort of seascape, a bit dark, cold, overcast sort of thing. And I think it's getting there. Okay, if you'd like to subscribe, just click on the big red button below, and hopefully see you in the next video.